Hi, I'm Sunjung. I'm a product designer for the Geo and the distribution team. Today, I would like to walk you through the Geo installation experience. Our main target user for the installation is Sydney, system administrator, and this task could be described based upon the job to be done framework that we're using. When Sydney is installing Geo, they want to complete the installation as quickly as possible so that they can start using and exploring Geo. This is a really high level overview of the user flow. As you see here, there are 5 different steps and 5 different interfaces, including the Geo instruction documentation and 2 primary and secondary CLI and 2 different UI, primary and also the secondary. And this is Sydney's journey, which is really long and complicated. So I will not go through the detail of each journey map and each step. If someone interested in, please use this link, mirror link here as a reference. But I would like to focus on the instruction document first because it was really not easy to follow up all instruction here. So this is a geo instruction document, and we have some very nicely visualized what is geo doing and some architecture diagram. And it was okay, but the thing is, if user wanted to install geo, it's really not easy to find where it is, and then they still need to scroll down here, and then if they find the set of instruction here, and it's like this, making your existing instance to the primary and adding the node as secondary. I mean, this is not enough. And another small title here using GitLab Omnibus, of course, it would work, but it could be great if this set of instruction is somewhere on the top level, not under this level. And I could see there were several steps to set up Geo, and it's like, okay, I have to have the GitLab Enterprise Edition, and I have to set up for the proper license, and it's about the database replication, configure things. It's still a lot, but during the installation, user will need to see this screen, so they need to copy and paste each command line and do the reconfiguration and modify the gitlab.rb file here. It was okay, but after this configure the secondary server and they initiate the replication process, you feel like the replication process is now complete. So probably user thought that, okay, this is done. And in this case, if user would like to add the node on the UI, nothing will be work as they expected. And I think it's a bit problematic because it really sounds like it's completed, but it's actually not. There is one more step here. It's actually not one more, several more. And after they configure the SSH keys in the database and configure GitLab again, and then after that, they can add the secondary node on the primary UI. So I think it could be better if there is more organized and structured way to show this process, and you're at this stage and this is the next step and now it's done. Point was this is the first landing page when user just ins user just installed Omnibus GitLab, or if they never have access to the Geo page, they will just see this banner like you need a different license to use Geo replication. As a designer for the Geo team, I know what kind of license that we need to use Geo, but it's not sufficient information provided here. So what user can do is Google like GitLab Geo application license or navigate through our documentation again and then find out that we only provide this feature for the premium plus user, which is a bit confusing. And another thing was this. So this is part of the adding secondary node process. And based on the documentation, I should check the gitlab.rb file again, and I can add the geonode name with the proper name of the secondary, and then I should reconfigure. And I thought it was done, but it was not. So actually what users should do is after adding the secondary node in the gitlab.rb file, they still need to go to the primary node again in the browser, and then they still need to add new node here with the exactly same name. It doesn't allow like space or any typo on it. I should use exact same name. So what I did is I need to reopen the CLI again and go into the skilllab.rb file and then check the name and just copy and paste it because I saw some errors at first time. So I think it is not that ideal. It's kind of like double work for them. More than 63 interactions in total. And as I explained earlier, the required number of interfaces was 5. The approximate time for the installation would be around 1 working day. And I would like to summarize the overall experience. It was really helpful that every command line was there on the instruction, and it was really easy to copy them by clicking one button. However, there were lots of manual process, and some of the process were really back and forth actions on the different interfaces. Additionally, it was not easy to navigate the document and follow the process, and of, and also it is not easy to recognize the process was ended or not. So based on the grading rubric that we used, I rated this journey to D plus, which is a presentable level. They are the excessive number of steps and unnecessary back and forth in the flow, which will lead users to feel unsatisfied. But considering Geo's main user group, they have enough knowledge on Linux and configuring the database for sure. So in the end, I know that the task completion rate might be at a successful level, but probably the frustration level might be high. So for this reason, the final grade for the current experience is D plus, which is in between the C and the D grade. Thank you for listening, and please feel free to ping me if you have any feedback or opinion on installing Geo. With the baseline grade here, our team and I will work on the proposed improvements, and these proposed improvements points will be written down on a separate issue, and we will revisit this installation scorecard in the next few months.